Hey friends, it's Kay, and I have something that I have noticed happening online that has me concerned. So for those of you who are piecers, this would concern you, but for those of you who are longarmers, this is a warning, so pay attention. All right, I have noticed that there are some quilt makers or quilt pattern designers who are now designing 3D blocks. All right, so I'm not going to call anyone out by name, but there is a pretty famous quilt designer who has designed a Flying Geese block that has open pockets. It's a 3D effect so that it's open. Okay, and then just this week, and that's been around for 3-4 months. But this weekend I saw one where someone had made a block that is now, it looks like a traditional pinwheel, except that all those pinwheels are flappy and open on one side. If you are a piecer, these might be really fun to do, right? Because it's a new technique and it would look cool. But please understand that if you are not quilting your own quilt, that could be a problem for your quilter. Now, my long arm quilting friends, I would think twice before I took one of these in. I would suggest that you go look up 3D blocks and see if anything comes up. I'm not really sure if anything will, but they are open on the sides. So absolutely, if you are quilting one of these, you need to use a glide foot. So that's like the little cup-shaped foot, and that will help. Do not take your eyes off your machine while this is happening, because if that foot catches, not only are you going to damage their quilt, you could really damage your machine. I would probably charge more for quilting one of these quilts if it were me, because I can't take my eyes off that machine for a second. And that would be at least semi-custom quilting. Even if I'm putting an edge to edge on it, now I have to watch every single seam to make sure that the foot's not catching. So just be aware that, sometimes it's fun to have these new things, but I can guarantee you that none of the people who are making these blocks have thought about them being quilted. So if you're going to quilt them at home on your sewing machine and you're just going to do stitch in the ditch, great. But if you're expecting a long armor to do that for you, know that is going to be custom quilting. All right. So just a warning and something to be aware of that is happening in the quilt community. I hope you have a great day. If this was helpful to you, like and subscribe so you'll hear more things that happen in the quilting community.